TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son,
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
The hell was that?
you're.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What y'all think?
No, go ahead.
What it do? What the business is? What's good? It's your boy. Man. I know y'all want me to go there. I'm not gonna do it. But I do got my beach towel and my workout mat. So where the fucking party at, boy? TruVue Podcast, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Ooh, man, you started to though. Guys, if you go back right when we came on, he started it. He started to, and that's what the PC world will do to you. I am -X. Thank you for tuning in. Alley to my guy, TruVue Podcast. That nigga started. He said. That boy got scared. I'm already canceled.
Talk the views of your boy Mel.
I need legal advice. I need legal counsel before I continue on this episode.
Are not
all the views.
the thoughts and views of the TruVue Podcast or any of its affiliates.
Please no. Deviciosos, I'm glad to be here. Listen, I say things on the internet and most of them are fucking wrong. So I don't know what you want me to say. Glad to be here, guys. Seriously.
Hey,
thank you.
That's what's up. Because once again, thanks again for tuning in. This is Grown Man MJ and the place to be with the people to be with, the men who keep it real on the reels. I love everybody. Let's get it, fellas.
Let's get it, man. Cheers, gentlemen. Salute. Oh, let's get into that barbershop talk, man. What are we talking about today? Well, let's tread lightly. Netflix's documentary, Tell Them You Love Me. What is that, you might ask? Well, Tell Them You Love Me explores the extraordinary story of Anna Stubblefield, an esteemed university professor who becomes embroiled in a controversial affair with Derek
That was
Johnson.
a much better word than entangled. Okay.
Yes.
In a controversial affair with Derek Johnson, a non-verbal man with cerebral palsy. Anna seems to think that she unlocked Derek's mind from his body by teaching him to communicate using a keyboard. The relationship that followed would lead to a criminal trial that would challenge our perceptions, of disability and the nature of consent. Through exclusive footage and interviews with those on both sides of the case, this featured documentary weaves a riveting and endlessly nuanced story about communication, race, and sex. Tell them you love me. No structure, man. We just go freestyling, y'all.
Yeah. Before we get started, I just want to say Netflix is taking us all to hell in the handbasket. That's all I can say, man.
Shadow of a doubt.
Jeez. Did they sponsor this? Did they pay for this? I mean,
this shit is the only place
I don't know.
seen,
I will
man.
say that this has been nominated for 5 nominations and has won 4 nominations via the Hamptons International Film Festival, the Miami Film Festival, the Sedona International Film Festival, and the Impact Documentary Award. So,
it was struggling to find a distributor, so eventually went on Netflix.
This is weird.
Shout out to Demand.
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 She smiled every time she said that. I mean, did you notice?
Yeah, no, because when you first see this joint, the cover art of it is a little deceiving.
With the hands.
Which one with the hands?
Yeah. Nah, I got the one them helping him down the steps.
I got one with Medea.
What his brother?
Yeah. So it was like, okay, this might be a cool little story about disability or something. But then you read the synopsis and then watch a trailer of this joint, and you like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was intense.
This is interesting.
What's going on here?
I will say this though. You got something to say? All right. I will say this. That hope can be a dangerous thing.
You said hoes?
Because this hope.
Oh, hope. Yeah, hope.
Yeah. Hope can be a dangerous thing because they wanted so much hope. They had so much hope that he wasn't what he seemed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Knew what he was.
That that's what I'm saying. What he seemed to be. They had so much hope that he was something other than that. They turned a blind eye to, obviously, my man couldn't even express that he needed to go get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? In an articulate way. But yet he can write 4-page papers on Black history. Come on, man. Like, you got to be careful when it comes to that whole hope scenario. Because hope will have you blind. You know what I'm saying? Hope will have you fucked up.
Keep hope alive.
Oh, that's a hell of a point. G. And it's like,
I tell you, one motherfucker who didn't have no hope was a goddamn daddy. Goddamn.
Oh shit!
That motherfucker. Shit. She said he took the motherfucking high road. What the fuck?
No,
this is the high road.
I was like, what?
Immediately after it.
Bless her heart, dog. That's a real woman, dog. You get what I'm saying? You bless her heart, bro. You know, he took the high. Couldn't say nothing bad about him. She's like, yo.
Right. He took the high road. He just dipped.
Yeah.
Like, what? Wait a minute. How's that the high? Wait a minute. When did that become the high road?
Because he didn't stay there and make everybody miserable.
God damn, bro.
He took off.
Because he couldn't accept. He wouldn't. I don't think he would have been able to accept. And if he would have stayed because of his duty, it could have been worse.
That would have been.
You know what I'm saying? He could have been. He could have been abusive.
Yeah.
He could have been neglectful. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Maybe, possibly, but I mean, the brother was kind of big. I mean, he was kind of swole. I mean, I think he'll fuck something.
I mean, not at the time when he left. They was kids.
No. I mean, with their kids.
Low key, I thought this might have been the origin story of Michael Jai White, like the way old brother looked.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Because Michael Jai White fuck your ass up. He got the karate hands and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
But Black Dynamite.
I always say he'll beat someone's ass. I'm saying he'll fuck all.
He'll beat the shit out of somebody. So it was like, maybe this might have been. I was watching dude like, damn, this nigga got so many mannerisms.
Now I'm thinking, right? So I'm thinking along the lines of the father.
Battle to the death.
Do you think that may have had some kind of mental effect on him as well? Thinking like, because a brother that'll leave and shit be like, God damn, that shit is in my ball. Like, I produced this. Like, I did that and shit. Do you think that motherfucker might have been like on some, nah, man, I did this. Like, this is me. Oh shit, that's part of me. This came out of me. On some shit like that.
You talking about the pops that left? Yeah. I mean, that could have had something to do with it. You don't know what kind of things he probably might have put in his system, or if he might have been in the military or some shit like that. It was, these things are becoming more and more common just due to all of our exterior conditions. So you don't necessarily know if it was intentional stuff that he was doing to himself, or stuff that just was in his environment. But man, I don't know how that mindset is, man. That's leave crazy, everybody. Right? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know anybody in my immediate family that's done that. So I can't. I'm trying to think.
It was like I don't either. Like and then too, me trying to put myself in that situation. Like if that happened, man, I don't
experience with anybody with special needs of any sort. Basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My family members that I know that have special needs, I can't necessarily remember a person bucking out just because of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because just thinking about his mental and shit, like that's just tough, man.
Tough, it's also tough being a man holding it down. I said it's also tough being a man holding it down at your crib and your household falling apart the way his did the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's wild. And it led me to think, like, what is more powerful? You know what I'm saying? Is it the BBC or is it the coot? You know what I'm saying? Because they tried so many different therapies on the young man, D-man, but, you know, that's a real therapy that's practiced in, like, Holland. They do it over, I think, in one of the Asian countries too, like, I think Japan or Korea or something like that, China, where they will go.
It's more of a service. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a nurse that will come to your house and, you know,
the bukkake.
Yeah.
The rich people shit.
Lighten the load. Let me say it that way. Lighten the load.
That's what I mean. I have to ask that because, like, honestly, tell me if I'm fucked up, but, like, you know, if I had a family member similar to that, like if I had my brother, you know what I mean, that was in that situation. I mean, I'm gonna find out. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that would be in the same situation. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking light of this in any way, but I mean, I want my brother to get some fucking pussy. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, and if he wants it,
he wanted to.
I mean, if I had to go buy it, I mean,
you gonna also want your brother to consent to it.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know I mean, I have basic communication. Basic communication of yes or no.
About it.
Yeah.
You got to develop that. You got to develop a winking system, a tap system, or something.
You can't overstep that personal boundary.
Because they said he
created a tap system.
Yeah, because he tapped on the fridge when he was hungry. They said and all that.
No,
type
she
of
was
stuff.
tapping that.
That's what I'm saying.
I knew you were going to say that.
So that was it.
You gotta relax.
There was some communication. There was some communication.
He didn't have a tap system, man. That was more of a bump and grind.
That was a skid.
That man had a braid.
That was a skid, goddammit.
That mug was on the ground. That mug was on the ground just taking him, man.
Said she had stars all on him back. Like, damn, bro. What kind of workout mat? She need to get this one. This is good memory foam right here. See, you see how thick that is. Like, it's gonna.
You need the ones that fit together like Lego, like puzzle pieces.
I just wanted to see. I wanted to see the reaction.
Okay, guys.
Hold on.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
He said, "Hold on, let me get mine off.
Hold on.
We having too much fun.
Just relax.
Okay,
Let's just relax for a second.
Yep.
Can we dial it back a little bit?
All right.
And can we just talk? Okay. Can we dial it back just a tad and talk about how they use experimented? I don't want that question.
You don't want that one? Would you think?
Experimental measures to try to heal or to interpret or to help you deal with your family member being like that. That's what FC. That's what FC was. It was not a widely practiced thing. It wasn't widely practiced. It wasn't even accepted. You know what I'm saying?
It's a study.
Like
FC was face to cock. That's what it was. Face to cock. That's what FC was.
And usually appeals to people with hope. Like you're mentioning the hope. Yeah. No, God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's all I got.
Let it be known I tried. Let it be known I tried.
That's all that really got to be. That shit was denounced by all sciences and everything else. That shit was put down by the court.
Nobody acknowledged any of that bullshit. Yeah. Facilitated communication. Facilitated communication.
And I don't like how did they ever like do a psych study on her?
That's the one thing I wanted to say was a hole in this joint. Because that's the one thing the judge should have done,
or at least they didn't show it.
Was send her to get a diagnosis from a psychologist.
The professor, the woman,
the professor. Yeah, the professor. Was her name Lee or something like that? Mm-hmm. She definitely needs to be
Anna.
Yeah, my bad, Anna. Yeah, she definitely needs to be ran through a clinic, and it was like
all right.
One of the doctors that was skeptic of her.
She'd been blacked already. Wait, what?
He only said one good point that made sense. Like that part of it was like, was she having conversations with herself? You know, the whole time with this person, and then you don't even want to go there because I mean, really, that's when I was like, oh my goodness, was that what's happening?
That's exactly where I was about to go. Hold on, that's exactly where I was about to go because it was like, how did she know his name was D-Man? Did he do that?
No, she said demand.
Well, you know, she said that she knows his name, and he put DMAN.
I don't know.
And then she said,
but I would say
the moms peeked in the room and confirmed that down at the thing they want you to call, but she could have reversed how that story kind of played out to the way she was telling it too.
Or she could have heard somebody call him D-Man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking the brother.
She could have heard her mom tell that story of how they call him D-Man first. Then she had that conversation installed into the keyboard, is what I'm saying. Just the way she was lying, I just really couldn't keep up with her story versus the real time.
I'm thinking she may have known already just from conversations with the brother. Because if you talking about your brother or whatever, you're
gonna call him what you call him.
Yeah, you're gonna call him what you call him. So, but then she said, demand.
Also, another crazy little hole in this story was like, D-Man never had a language arts class. Like, I don't care how many signs this mug rolled past, your vocabulary will be limited to a few words, and you're not gonna spell many things correctly. You get what I'm saying? Right. He never sat down and learned those skills, but automatically had them just because she was there assisting him with
in that class.
LP. You know what I'm saying? The fat coochie.
Now, did they debunk? They debunked the whole grabbing and guiding, right? With the one doctor who was showing them one picture and then showing the.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was denounced. It was denounced by the courts. It was denounced by all other scientists. It was like, okay, yeah.
Well, our both sides.
I mean, did that test on her. That would have been nice to see.
That would have been
good video documentation of that.
Well, you figure both sides are going to have doctors that will disagree and saying both sides is right on whatever aspect of it.
Now I did have a question because once she got caught up or whatever, and they brought in the black lady, I believe it was a black lady that came and did it. Now I was a little confused because it sounded like the black lady said that he was doing very well on his own too, and I was like, wait a minute.
That part too, but they didn't use her in court.
No,
she got dismissed in court or whatever. Yep. I know you're talking about the aid that she would send her to the help with. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, so it was like, they kind of shortchanging D-Man a little bit. Like, I don't know, and it's like. Or do you think with the VZO? So at the same time, I would want consent for my brother, but I would want him to get some draws. I would find me a way to, what I'm saying, to help him get access. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
do you think D-Man he just kind of like shut down on her because the black lady wasn't giving up the draws, and he was like, man, I'm gonna just go.
Do you think he was mad when she was gone?
He only shut down on his mama and them.
Boy, he ain't trying to get no draws from his mama. Of course he gonna shut down.
That's what I'm saying. You cock blocking all the time.
That's what I was just saying. I was thinking that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she really like cock blocked him like hardcore.
So okay, hold on, because we stand on one part here. So when she wanted to get him alone. So do we think, based off of the information that we saw, that D-Man would be able to live, Derek will be able to live on his own?
Which she are you talking about? The white lady?
Anna kept saying that he could live that D-Man could live on his own. No. Do we believe that Derek could live on his own?
No.
Do we believe that Derek expressed to her that he likes to listen to classical music?
No.
See, that's another part about consent, dog. Like, don't you turn off my BB and CC whiners for your for your dog. For your box. All right, you gonna sit your ass over here.
So, okay,
in this passenger seat and be cool on this ride. All right.
So that
I
means
ain't never seen nothing like that, bro. That was some audacity.
I wish the mama would have backslapped her ass.
I mean, but so then who? So the mother has to make the decision, right? For the entire rest of his life. I mean, who the hell is going to make the decision for him for that? You know what I mean? For the rest of his life.
Well, that's what he has a disability. Yeah. He has a disability, and when you have a disability, someone has to help you gain the ability to do things. So he's going to be in assisted living.
Do you think he was deprived after the fact, after his coochie got taken away?
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah, he was definitely depressed.
Get
I want to know. I'm just asking. I mean, I just an honest question.
Because you know,
I understand the consent. I understand the morality. I'm just asking.
You know, his mama didn't put that good lotion in that room. Like, I'm thinking
that's what I'm saying. It's like
cheap ass shit that be drying your skin out and all that. The mom, come on now.
Oh
the way the mama said,
this is serious.
But
this
the
is
way
serious.
Said, he masturbate. You know what I mean? She said that shit, dog. She said that shit.
He masturbates now. The devil has been unleashed. That's what she said. Wasn't that exact words? Devil unleashed.
She said that shit like
she got to put him on medication.
So apparently, he has some kind of communication. If he knows how to communicate with his fucking dick, I mean, I'm just saying.
Wait, what?
I mean, yes and no.
So that makes no
fucking
sense.
I don't know. I mean, you got that down pat.
Real talk. I've seen several gentlemen with cerebral palsy do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So I know the brain works well. You get what I'm saying? They're very witty.
Right. But it's a spectrum. It's a spectrum.
Ladies. I was going to say, didn't
they
Michael
got
J.
good
Fox
charm
do
with
movies?
the ladies and all that. So Michael
J. Fox did a couple movies with it, didn't he?
Michael
J. He had Parkinson's.
Oh, Parkinson's. Oh, shit, that's the wrong shit. My bad.
What the fuck? What's happening here?
I'm sorry.
What is happening?
My brother. My bad.
No, there's a couple comedians with it. So I mean, I don't want to say that he didn't have functionality because it was some kind of proof he had some functionality there to me. You know what I'm saying? The family was like, yo, he a grunt when we having a family conversation. He say he impart what he want to say in the convo.
I mean, this thing is so crazy. I mean, it's insane. It's hard to make sense of this on any side of this. It's just like a lot of it's just so wild. I'm like, oh my god.
He didn't get to talk to her husband or the ex-husband.
They blurred him out, right?
Yeah, like they didn't. Was he involved in the trial? Like,
yeah, he wrote a letter to the judge that was like, yo, this bitch is a straight capper. Don't take nothing she say serious.
Says she's a compulsive liar.
Yeah, she's a manipulator and a liar. She don't mean right by nobody but herself.
But I want to know how long they were married.
She's a funky bitch. That's what
they had 2 kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanna see the mentality of the children.
So
that she was raising at the house. I want to know how long they were married. None of this is explained, and none of it was touched on.
Do you think the explanation of her childhood helps her case at all?
I mean,
say that again.
You think the explanation of her childhood helps her case at all? Do you think
I want to know her children's mental state?
Well, I'm just saying she was talking about her mom was dealing with people with disabilities all through her childhood. She grew up around people with disabilities. Do you think
I think that gave her a
fixation?
Would you say that was a sympathy, or is it like a I don't know?
She wanted to get that handicap stiff.
She had a freaky fixation, dog. She's a 69 guy.
So it's like hard to believe. I mean, she's gonna risk everything. A professor at the what university? I mean, what was she? Risk all of this. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
so
how sick? How sick is it? I mean, is she that sick, or is it genuine?
I'm trying to answer your question, Devizio. So I'm trying to answer your question.
It bothers me.
It sounds as if
disturbing.
It sounds as if she grew up in this around people with special needs. So she could have developed a what's the word I'm looking for? Developed fixation, a fetish, if you will, a fetish towards disabled, and she wanted to have control.
That is definitely a genre on Pornhub.
I'm done. I can't do it.
What? I mean,
I'm done. Go ahead, guys. You guys got it. Go ahead.
I just want to read. I mean, why is she hurting him? What's going on here? What's the game?
I don't think he was hurt. I think he enjoyed it. I think this is
the issue when people say that when men scream rape, and people make fun of them because men can be raped as well, especially if they're handicapped.
Oh,
real talk.
Understandably, I get it.
Almost
yes, of course. I'm not denying.
But again,
I'm just saying that I don't know. I think Mama maybe took his side piece away. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't think this is a failure of the healthcare system overall, though? Yeah, they do need some kind of practice or service,
or some more research on this, or something. I mean, how does Stephen Hawking, billionaire, have all
some of these desires met? Remember, it was old. Remember, they showed old girl laying in the bed. She couldn't move none of her limbs, and she was talking about she need to get that pussy rammed up.
Mm.
You don't remember that?
What?
Y'all don't remember that?
Who? Which one? I'm sorry. What girl?
Huh?
What lady?
Wait a minute.
The girl.
Do I believe that handicapped people? Do I believe that handicapped people have a sexual desire? Yes.
Yeah, they got sexual
Yes,
desires.
I
You don't think there needs to be anything in their healthcare clause that says, "Yo, I got to at least on the 3-month basis, you need to come drain something out of here."
But there has to be some level of consent. Yes, there has to be some level of consent.
That's what I'm saying. There needs to be,
or that's just the healthcare system fucking them and raping them.
There's a few essential needs, I guess, for the body to function. Right?
The money they getting got to pay for all of the health care that they got to go through. They getting told off.
No, I understand that. So
that's what I'm saying.
I think it comes to a level. How do they communicate a level of consent? I think
what's the law say? What does a law say on level of consent?
FC is not that. God damn.
Wait, what does the law say?
Shit.
I need
this white woman was raping this nigga.
Hyphen vision. Please explain to me
the
consent in the legal
with
term.
the jokes, but then we tiptoeing around some shit. Go ahead.
So real issues here.
I love everybody, dog. I don't know what the problem is. I love everybody. I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this because he got to the bottom. Of
issue.
I'm trying to say
he had to get to the bottom of that though because way she was.
Oh my god.
I mean,
the way she was acting,
leaving scars and grinding him so hard.
I'm not gonna keep talking about these handicapped motherfuckers fucking this other disabled motherfucker. No.
It was.
I'm not.
It was the mentally versus the physically.
That's what it was.
That's exactly. That's exactly what it was. So she developed some type of fetish, and she didn't have any control.
And all sex is power dynamics. You see what I'm saying? So
there you go. Now we're talking.
Yeah. So for real, it was like it was a control factor that she had, and also like I think her upbringing had a lot to do with it.
Whole bunch
to control. Kind of guide.
She been helping niggas go to the bathroom since she was a child. You see what I'm saying? She been wanting to. You see what I'm saying?
Diapers and shit, diaper changes, fluids changed, pipes gotta be cleaned.
That will play a point. That will play a part. That will play a point. Absolutely right.
Dog. I'm just like I'm crazy. Dog. I watch
that's a point, brother. That's a point. No, you're absolutely right. That's a point. That is a point.
So she's that. So she's
I think Derek's family. I think Derek's family let him down. I do believe that. To get to just if they were leaving him alone with this woman. If she's there to provide some type of service, then you should be around. So when she's not around, you too can use these practices so that you can communicate with your son or your brother. They were just leaving them alone. Go ahead, Mike.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like you need to have some kind of level of because communication is our highest form of technology. I always say that as a human being, that's the highest form of technology you're gonna ever produce is communication. So you needed to develop some kind of tap system, knock system, wink system,
knobs and winks
to get a yes or no at least. You know what I mean? So you can even walk through conversations with them. And not only that, there was never any acknowledgement to his progression of dealing with her. You never really got.
It was all on the keyboard.
All right.
Yeah. You never really got to take that keyboard home with you and let him do it for himself in the house to see.
How come they couldn't just get another keyboard?
Or that.
Well, how about this? You said there's a basic form of communication, a yes or a no. Are you hungry? There's some kind of tap.
Yeah.
Like you said, there was some kind of communication if he was hungry, yes or no, right?
What year was this?
Do you like this? Yes or no? You know what I mean? And then, well, the mom or the brother's not going to touch his fucking dick and say, do you like this? Yes or no? You know what I mean? So, and then if you think about when our childhood, now this, I'm not comparing this in this situation. I'm just saying when we were growing up.
You just did.
I'm just saying. We figure it out. We're trying to figure it out. We don't fucking know what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Shit starts.
D-Man was almost like what? Almost 40 years old today?
Yeah, he about our age.
Yep.
Yeah, and this was back in like 2015, 2016.
So that.
Oh, this was in the Oh, no, y'all couldn't get another fucking keyboard, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure technology has advanced.
That
if
is
you have
that is let
somebody
you know
doing
how
that,
we're not that far removed from white supremacy because they just believed this white woman. They just believed her. You know what I'm saying?
She was a scholar.
They just believed her.
He wasn't a doctor
She's a
yet.
professor. She
He
does
wasn't yet.
this, and then we're
He was a
sending him to community
time.
college. He's writing all these papers, but yet he can't tell us if he wants to go outside or stay inside. You're not trying to translate any of that knowledge that you say that he has to at least the brother.
And the family
To at least the brother, because the brother was like, man, here I am thinking. He's like, I'm a black scholar, and this is how naive, and this is the whole hope thing. Yeah, like he's like, oh my, if I'm a scholar, my brother can be a scholar. Come on, nigga, why are you not learning right beside him? Then you know what I'm saying? No, it was good to have a relief to get that. You push your brother off on someone else. Push your son off on someone else.
I can understand that too. Because
they were together a long time.
They already had faith in that schools that he went to. You know what I mean? That he was a part of for a while. You know, they already had built up that system of releasing him to someone else's care. But to me, it just seemed like the predatory actions of the system. You know what I'm saying? As Hyphen said, white supremacy, aka. If you want to go there with it, because just like if you go to the doctor, they don't give you no holistic version. They say take this. They'll tell you take this pill and don't take no grapefruit type shit. You know what I'm saying? it sound like that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be real weird and
different philosophy. Different opinions.
She never gave the family any tools and kind of disarmed them at the same time to have her way.
Listen, even if you ask
to the point where she almost used the system to say that they were neglecting his care so that she could take
take him away.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I'm over here reading some of these comments, right? And I just want to read just a little bit here.
Oh boy.
It says shame on D-Man's racist family. And the racist kangaroo court system and judge that convicted Anna. Thankfully, the appeal court overturned this travesty of a justice that was done to Anna.
Well, they only saying that because it was a black judge too.
Yeah. The fact that so many people simply can't wrap their minds that a relationship can be different and yet be valid and sincere is sad. The fact that they find a white woman and a disabled black man together is so abnormal that they would not consider it. They would consider it a crime, and it speaks volumes about their own races and prejudices.
Damn.
Well, and even in the movie, the documentary, her doctor friends, the diva girl and the other older lady, they was riding with her. They were saying, you know, I still feel she's a good person. I still feel she meant right. All of this and that. And, you know, I'm talking about the old girl who turned around like the Thriller drinking the coffee and shit.
Yeah.
Really, dog.
Like, why did
that shit was crazy?
Why did they have to show her knitting, dog? Like, we could tell she was functional, bro. They showed her doing everything, all them plants in her house. She
has control of her motor skills. That's what they try to show you.
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie though. The shit she said was pretty
all
deep
her
though.
doctor friends was riding for it too. Go ahead. What she say?
It says obviously D-Man became distraught when they forcefully separated him from Anna, and instead of respecting the fact that the grown man wanted to pursue this relationship, they separated him from her and turned this woman's life upside down. And the fact that his lunatic mother put him on psych meds because he was masturbating this grown ass man. The fact that he had a disability does not cancel out the fact that he's a sexual being. Disgusting behavior on the part of this family, and shame on them. So their
do agree with
blame
all
is on the
that.
family.
I
Some
do
of it's
agree
all.
with that one.
You can't-
Don't put them on the meds for the hard digging,
But
man.
I said that the med part, I'm like, come on, you can't.
Let
Yeah.
him
Whose
get
decision
some
is
He
it
more
for the
wasn't
man not having a
masturbating
hard
before,
dick?
Mel. He wasn't
You know what I mean? The
masturbating
guy wants to
before.
have a hard dick.
But I'm
Man,
saying,
who are you to make that decision
Was
for
he-
anybody? To make any man, you can't have a hard dick and can't fucking.
was he worse off? Because when he found them Justin Slayer films and all them shits, he probably had a much better
Oh my
God. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wesley Pipes.
when he got to
he going
yeah,
Oh, fuck.
when he got to
he
the
would've
big
been
booty
typing
barbershop
crazy,
and all that,
bro.
yeah.
He would have been typing crazy.
Yeah,
He got a
because he
hold of some of that
typing now.
Wesley
That's what I'm
Pipes shit.
saying. He on the keyboards now. That's what I'm saying. He can go to the sites.
They probably got him on the rotation. You know
He
what I
would
mean?
have
Like
been
a
typing
schedule.
so crazy.
They got him
for
on the
her.
rotation.
Hey, so look, here's another one. This is from
They
someone
were
who
just talking about
has,
porn addiction. We're
cerebral
putting a hotline
palsy.
for porn addiction.
Anna wasn't bad. Prison did her okay for them couple years that she had. That was some
Yeah,
bullshit.
she filled out. She filled out pretty good.
She needed more than them 2 years, dog.
Do you think she? Okay, here's a question. I guess for the trial, real quick. Do you think it was just a 12? What was it? 12 to 2 years back to back, or did she 2 years? I mean, what's the right thing? Do we go half down the middle, like 6? Or 5? Can we make a trade?
It was just got
like
overturned.
did you touch his balls? Or, I mean,
It
or
just
did
got
he?
overturned,
I mean,
man. Because they didn't let her display her evidence, and her evidence was kind of important to the case. You know what I'm saying? It really
wasn't allowed in the first trial. Obviously, I understand that. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not trying to. So such an odd. It's so fucked up. Things mind fucking.
But I think the letter her husband wrote to the courts supersedes all of that, and that should have been brought back.
I mean, he lived with her, had 2 kids with her.
Yeah,
she left him. I mean, or he left her. I'm assuming, right?
And her
How did he find out? Is what I want to know.
He dropped one, and then he
From the
came
police?
back and got another one. So it's like,
Hey man, look, sometimes you can accept some forms of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But once your woman cheats on you with a non-verbal, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like
what?
That's
I lost my woman to a nigga with autism.
Bro,
I lost my woman to a nigga with autism, so I can only imagine.
What did to his mentality.
I can only imagine.
It's power dynamics. She don't want to hear you talking about shit. No way. She don't want you telling her to do nothing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Telling him what to say. Telling him what to say.
Get up when I say get up. We going to bed now. All of that. She run the show. That's perfect for the woman. That's what they want.
Wow.
That's what they want, dog.
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
Come on, dog. 50 Tyson had hoes, dog. Stop it.
That's what I thought this story was about. This is cousin.
You know,
God damn.
I think our girl that was sipping the coffee, though, she kind of hit it kind of on the. I mean, it's all fucked up. I mean, making assumptions, inherent deficiencies, the racial undertones, overtones is just wild. It's just all over the place.
How you think her husband felt when he found out?
I want to know how the husband.
When they busted in the house and raided the crib.
Do you think that's how he found out? Is when the police came? Do you think?
With who? With
like they did a P Diddy bust on him? They came in with the rifles and shit.
Derek, who's Derek?
Who's D-Man? Who's D-Man? Who's D-Man? 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 The man or whatever. Who's the man?
The man? What's the man?
So this is your wife's voicemail or whatever. Oh God.
Golly.
I want to know. I really want to know the real reaction.
Voicemail.
I want to know. Like they had a recording of her saying something. But
right, you're right. When she was calling the mom, yeah, I'm gonna leave my husband.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna come back.
They had a recording of that.
Damn.
I mean, that was like, can you imagine hearing that? And the police busted. He says, "This is your wife right here." And you're like, "Huh? Oh shit."
Man, can you imagine them playing the detail tape to him when she was going through the details to the mom when they was doing the sting, and then they play that to the husband? Oh God.
I want to know the mom's real reaction when she was telling him like, "We fucking." Like we're fucking. I mean, or she kissed. They kissed. They kissed right in front of you or something, and like they were making out or something in front of the family at the dinner table. I can only imagine. She said on her
the divorce proceedings and her getting towed up in the divorce court. That's what they should have showed.
Damn.
That's what I would have loved to see.
Is that public record? I'm sure. Oh my goodness.
I'm stressed now. I'm stressed now.
Woo!
Now.
I mean,
now do she got a file like on the list?
Yeah,
I mean,
she got a register.
like a predator, like a sexual predator.
Yeah,
got to.
you got to register.
Yeah.
They can't let that shit ride. Like
But he
that.
was grown though. But he was grown. That's what I'm saying.
don't
Do he?
matter.
But he doesn't have mental.
Yeah.
He doesn't
No,
have
it
mental
was-
capacity.
According to who?
She lost her job because
A
she was
lot.
in a position of authority, not
Mhm.
because it was like
Right.
an underage type shit. That's
But
what I'm
isn't his
saying.
mental that of a younger kid though? Like he didn't
They
have a
don't- they
full
don't know.
adult
They
mentality, right?
They can't determine that. They
really
never
can't
really,
determine it. Yeah,
and they never
It's
really.
that's why he was. They had him listed as mentally handicapped. Or mentally retarded. That's what they said in the movie.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Is there any financial benefit to either side for taking care of him?
I'm sure it is.
You
Like
getting a check? You getting a
I'm
check?
sure
Oh, for sure. You getting a check?
Yeah,
I mean, because you're getting disability, I'm assuming, of some sort, and like care.
Yeah. most definitely. And you get government assist. Yeah, all of that.
Getting some checks.
So there's financial motive, I guess, on both sides. And I wouldn't even say motive on the family side. I mean, the family's been taking care of him since day one. I mean, obviously the mother.
Yeah.
You made that commitment when you first had the child.
not
Obviously,
no-
that you're gonna. Like you're saying, you're making.
I don't think that
decisions.
money's to an advantage, but you getting some checks.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying, but yeah, I'm saying on the other side,
It's
on
enough
a
where they can
side.
afford to get a keyboard. Let's just put it that way. How do we feel about her getting out on the appeal and like just with all of that shit, man? Like this.
I just think if it was the other way around, if he was a black male and a white female, he would have did all the time.
I
He
know.
would have did all the time.
Really quick, I'm just saying
death penalty.
the first trial. Do you think she had a fair trial? The first trial. That's just my question. Do you think she had a fair trial? The first trial.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the facts. That's what I'm asking.
I'm gonna say no.
What?
Gonna say no. Because the
Why
keyboard,
you don't think her trial was fair?
because they omitted the keyboard. They didn't let none of that stuff be transcripted for the trial, and they omitted
The other girl, the black lady.
the other assistant. Yeah, the assistant that he had. That claimed that he did all the work himself.
And
You know what I mean? So
They did mention the jurors. They said female jurors. Do you think it would have been different? It was more male jurors as well compared.
She wanted.
They didn't say. They didn't also say demographics of the jurors either.
I think she might have got off if it was more male jurors. They would look
Well, I
at D
think
man
she
and
said-
smile and like he good, man.
I think she wanted more people on the jury that didn't have their full mental faculties about them, didn't she?
Well, I mean, that's part of the trial.
Oh,
that's
they
part of
wanted
the case
they
that people
wanted
try to argue.
people with disabilities on the
Yeah, I think that was
In
her
the jury.
complaint that everybody was just able-bodied.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too because y'all don't understand the perspective.
She's being judged by. She has to be found guilty or not guilty by people of her peers, not his peers.
No,
of her
both
peers.
sides. Both
So
sides got
it's-
to pick a jury, and they can't just all have one favorite.
So
side.
people with
Oh,
disability ain't your peers. Is that what you said? Like they all
What I'm
the same-
saying is
Shit.
from how it leans more towards her
Right.
peer because
Your peers-
she's on trial. He's not.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but peers
how do you know the jurors
peers of
are
the
appealing
court
to
are
her?
people
There's no
that are-
way.
Peers of the court are people in your society. They're not gonna pick all 65 age range people type shit.
No, I understand that.
They have to compromise.
And there's also mental. You got to have a certain mental capacity. You know what I'm saying? Because there's.
Well, I'm not saying
like that is
I'm
a
not
thing.
saying that
Mental
I'm saying
capacity.
if it was a fair
Have a
trial.
dis-
I'm just saying it was
have
a
a
fair trial.
disability
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you don't have your mental capacity. Like I just said, there's people with cerebral palsy that have full comedy hours, like type shit. You know what I'm saying, or half hours. So it's
Yeah,
like
Michael J. Fox did a whole movie.
No, she's
Stop it
We
with the
already
Michael J.
covered
Fox shit.
we
You already
oh,
covered
shit.
it.
It was wrong.
Wasn't
with
Back to the Future 3,
Already
man.
covered it. Like
Males,
but like
that boy is sleeping.
that is a legitimate claim in the appeal court to say that you didn't have anyone with a disability who understands the connection of having a disability and being in love and relationship and all that stuff in the jurors. That's a good claim.
I can agree with that.
That's a good fight for the appeal.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
And so I'm saying that this whole story is this, like I said, it's just every angle. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so wild, insane.
Yeah, no, it had a lot of layers to it that I really enjoyed. I really did. Overall,
Yeah, this was definitely a interesting watch, to say the least. It was interesting. I sat down and watched this with my wife. Dog, we we sat up just talking about this shit. Like, wait a minute, no.
Her being in the medical industry, I would love to hear her take on this shit too.
Dog, it was wild. She was.
Does she think she's really the devil, or what?
She wanted old girl to go up under the jail. She's like, it's not right.
Because she was abusing her power.
Yeah, that's
all it really was. That's the whole. That's why she only got 12 years in the beginning, in my opinion.
I was fighting for my boy D, man, because I was like, man, let the homeboy get a nut, man. Damn. I think everybody in the world deserves to get a nut here and there, man. Well,
being that this was in the late teens or 2000s, his brother was, around our age or whatever. He lived through, the days of Pinky X and all of that. He should have supplied something for his brother, for the late night
Beauty Dior
hours. Yeah, all of that.
Jasmine,
Anybody.
Cashmere, all of them, man.
Yeah, put it.
You figure something
put a
out.
nigga on.
Figure something out.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? So the brother was
on.
Yeah, like
been,
for real though. That's what happened in the barbershop. Niggas pass tapes. Come on here, take this one. Yeah, all right.
You put it at the end of the bootleg.
Yeah.
Sometimes
like I said, it'll be like a yes or no. You like this? Oh, you like this, huh? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm like, don't worry. Next week I got you. I got the girls come by. Don't worry. Take care of you.
Got you.
Damn. Well,
had that mug in there watching cartoons all day, man. That man grown.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to figure. I mean, the frustration had to be the frustration.
Like if it was the Incredibles, I get it.
How did they say the mother walked him around? I mean, like paraded him around or something. Like, I mean, can you imagine all day?
A lot about Lamel right now.
You know them Disney cartoons they gonna hit different now.
Okay, all right, okay.
Let's try to wrap this shit up. Do you think the mother had too much parenting? Do you think she was over parenting?
Yeah, I think that's typical though. That's like
situation. I mean,
especially she takes me as like an old Southern mother, but yeah, they typically overbearing in their raising process.
It's all up in your shit.
But
I imagine it's hard going through all of that fight with your child and having to let go and let him have some adult good at the same time.
Or some kind of experience.
Get him a good lotion. Some kind of experience. That's all you got to do.
God damn it.
But how about I feel for him though? I mean, like how frustrating can it be not to communicate? It's gotta be horrible.
Get the Giants.
I wouldn't do lotion meal. I wouldn't do lotion meal because of his condition. I would do a lube. I would do a heavy lube that way it stays slicker longer because you don't understand the grip strength. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. He do because he was putting marks and shit on the arms.
Right. You know what I'm saying? On his arms, like it's not a control thing that he has.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there's you got to have some more slip in there.
But that grip is gonna loosen up because he's gonna lose a lot of that strength the more he goes at it. So the more tension he releases, you
don't want the chafing, is what I'm saying.
Touche. You know so you should go like a petroleum jelly base. I got you.
Like yeah.
I got you.
Like
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Super greasy.
Super greasy. Yeah, slip and slide.
All right, there you go. That'll be the show.
Wait, no, we still gonna talk about last time. We got to catch up here.
We went through all of it, I believe. I believe we went.
Niggas give me the art of the shaft and shit. Nigga, let's go. Hang this shit up. Come on, Mel, wrap this shit up, dude.
Oh man,
I was talking about the art of pleasure.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Self-love.
There you go.
We're talking about self-love, sir.
Yeah,
there you go. You got it. Yep, you got it, brother.
So we're not gonna do a rename for this one, I guess.
No, we're not.
I was talking about independence. Okay.
Independence and gratification.
The misrepresentations and the manipulations. I mean, I don't fucking know. Jesus.
Let's just give a little recap on how we really felt about it. Would we recommend this to anybody? Do you see yourself rewatching this, going back with it to anybody else? Who want to kick it off?
Like myself, most people I know are not mature enough for this, so I'm definitely recommending it. I'm more than likely to rewatch this as a shock factor. I want to see it on everybody's face. You know, this is something to put on when you're kicking it and let people wild out on the whole conversation that ensues, because there's a lot of conversation to be had. So I think it's a dope documentary that talks about a lot of human conditions. So yeah,
it's a lot of
for
shit.
sure.
It talks about a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike.
This is challenging. I mean,
I've been telling
your
people
own
about
mind.
this left and right. I don't know how I found out. Like you told me about it. I didn't know anything about this, but I'm glad you brought this to the pod, bro. I've been telling everybody about it, and I ain't been warning nobody. Like, oh man, check out this is a good documentary. Check this shit out.
That's all you got to do.
That's the best way to go into this, man. But I'm enjoying the conversations that I'm hearing and the conversations that I've been seeing other podcasters and everybody talking about this, man. It's been good content. I will say that much.
When that bitch said D-Man's a real man now, oh man, she could have got kicked through the floor of the kitchen, dog.
I can't believe the mother didn't do anything. The mother didn't do anything. You believe that story? You believe the mother just sat on her hands and let this happen, and the brother leaves and goes somewhere to let off some steam?
They were saints. They were saints. Okay, Davizioso. They were saints. Okay, those two had to been.
That brother was upset he didn't get the hit. I don't care what you say.
Maybe you want to hit. Maybe you want to tap that.
All right, hey, let's go. Yeah, will I rewatch this? Probably not.
I didn't think about that.
Would I recommend it? I have.
That's a good point.
I would love to talk to some people who are mature about this subject matter.
And the brother cock blocking.
You ain't like talking to us about.
It was uncomfortable, to say the least.
Honestly, this is disturbing. The story is disturbing. Honestly, it's disturbing. It really bothers me.
No. The conversation here was disturbing and uncomfortable.
No. The content, the documentary is disturbing.
The documentary has shit on this conversation.
I just said, I ain't mad at D-Man getting some fucking pussy. I'm sorry. I'm just not mad at that. You know what I mean? But again, I understand the sensitivity of the subject matter.
That boy got raped. No, I'm not saying he didn't like it, but initially, that's rape.
Yeah,
he got raped.
We had to. Was there a clear factor that he knew yes or no? They should have did tests to say, does he want some pussy? Yes or no?
I've told you time and time again, as young men, we are accosted. We have always been attacked. We are under fire. You know, we leave out of here. You know, you don't understand how many women is looking at your dick print as you're walking by. You don't get it. These women are all working under the power of a psychology of the coochie, and we are being victimized out here. So
we're
that's
being devalued. Honestly,
yeah, no, we're not being devalued. We being dehumanized. You know what I'm saying? Just a piece of meat. You know what I'm saying? And I can agree with you all wanting to go serious on this, but this shit was just too wild, man. The bitch was
wild, bro.
It's insane. It's insane. I just said it. Bro. This thing is just insane from all over the place, from every aspect. You know what I mean? And then you got crazy people with their crazy views that are like fucking. It's just insane.
But I'm glad you read that comment though, because I like to hear the other side, that people think that she was just as she believed, because she in the end she never felt that she was wrong, and she stood 10 toes today that she ain't wrong in it.
Yeah, even after she's served her time. You're right.
Do you think
we know they stick together? Woo! We know they stick together. Well, we might have got that shit right. We might have got that shit wrong, man. Y'all head on over there to TruVuePodcast.com. That's TruVue Podcast, TruVue Podcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat the all-powerful algorithms trying to hold the black pod down. And thank you for riding with us over to YouTube, man. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications, the subscribe button. I'm getting all choked up. The thumbs up, and drop a comment.
Use your FC, my nigga.
You want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that it's not just about our review, but it's the conversation with the crew, man. So go and put that in the comments and we'll make it do what it do. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, man, do everything that Melly Mel just said. Oh, did we score this?
No, would y'all give this a score?
I mean,
I would. I'll give it a 4 on the documentary tip.
Okay, I'm right there with you.
I'm at like a 3.75. So
yeah. I like a little. I'm over 3 and a quarter, so 3.5. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So just guys, let us know we got it right. Put it in the comments. And guys, the Great Conversation Podcast will be coming back August 14th. So check us out over there. A little bit more serious dialogue.
What try to say?
Y'all niggas wild. Sometimes you gotta come out the barbershop for certain conversations. You gotta come out the barbershop. You gotta get into some type of different arena. These niggas over here, no gloves, man. God damn.
You get called out on your bullshit.
Oh, man.
Silly, man. I just silly.
There you have it, man. That
man be the show.
TruVue Podcast, man. Y'all know what the hell we always say.
I don't see nothing wrong.
Oh God.
Oh God. Go watch some shit.
It's all love.
Go watch some shit.
I got one question. Can you imagine if she got pregnant?
TruVue Podcast. TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.
You're